corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive. Welcome to T-Mobile Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Seattle Mariners.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming your way next.
Seattle Mariners.
So just about set now, and on the mound now, George Kirby. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Okay, all set to go. Leading off, Otto Lopez. Ball one there.
1-0.
And the slider just misses. That one missed. Now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The center fielder, number 55, Dane Myers.
Here's the center fielder, Dane Myers. Tap foul at the plate. Myers matched a homer in his last game. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's to third, and it stays fair. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough
third,
stretch at the plate
shortstop,
lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Up and in, and it's 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. David Fry in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lopez, the lead runner, out at second. Myers at first, 1 gone. And there's the automatic. And that'll load the bases.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And that one fouled off. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
And time now for the Marlins lineup.
Stowers.
Getting guys across the plate, not exactly a forte for them this year, as their offense is in the bottom third of the league in runs scored.
Boog, it becomes extremely frustrating, and then what happens is guys press, especially in run scoring opportunities and situations. And on top of that, I mean, you really make it harder on your pitcher. He feels like he's got to be perfect to go out there and win a ball game, or at least to put the team in a position to win a ball game. So and they've got to
brings it in, and that's the third out. And the Marlins leave all three. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Braxton Garrett. What do you got on him, Chris?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Here's the veteran second baseman, Dylan Moore. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And that one sliced foul. Oh, 0-2 now. That one inside. Look out. Popped up. Stowers under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Ben Williamson.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Just missed.
That ball went out.
That misses. And now 2-0. One out, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2-2 now. On the ground at first, Stowers. He steps on the bag, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 down, base is empty. Jorge Polanco will hit next. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That misses, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
2 out, space is empty. Outside.
That's a ball.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one just missing inside. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Lopez whips it to first. And Polanco is out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mariners go down quietly there. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Just off the outside edge. And it's a ball and a strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Got him. One away.
Well, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
And now it's going to be Griffin Conine. And a foul ball. No score here in the second. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 2-2. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on. Space is empty. And here's the rookie catcher, Liam Hicks. That's off the inside corner. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Upstairs. When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Arozarena brings it in. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Myers makes the catch, and there's one gone. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense.
The left fielder.
Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Arozarena.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fought off foul. Next pitch way upstairs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting sixth, the center fielder.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Siggy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch misses. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mariners are down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Lopez.
Kirby back to work. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fastball is outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Way high there, and it's a full count. That's to third. Williamson tosses to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Myers in his second season, 29 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1
Top
strike.
of the third, no score. Popped up left side. Crawford. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one the other way. Crawford throws to first in time. Marlins set down in order. Nothing doing for the Marlins, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back.
Leading
And
up
struggles
for
at the
Mariners,
plate in this
the first
series
baseman,
as we take a look at the numbers.
Delano.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Just missed. One and two now. Out there to center. Myers grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He's
Batting
saving
it,
extra
the right
bases for
fielder,
sure.
Luke.
If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to
Riley.
catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Luke Raley stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, and those hitters' counts sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Popped up. Lopez makes the grab, 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on
Batting
it. Just got
ninth,
underneath
the
it a
third
little bit and
baseman,
popped it up.
Ben Williamson now at the plate. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And first offering is fouled off. And that one missing low. Next offering is fouled back. This one lifted in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the
Miami,
latest
the
news from
designated
around the
hitter,
league.
Connor Norby.
Outside low, and that's ball one.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It bangs off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He was
Up
all
next for the
over
Marlins,
that one.
the
Just
third
missed out on a
baseman,
home
David
run right there,
Fry.
but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And now for the Marlins, David Fry. He's 0 for 1. That misses, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
finds the zone, and it's 2-1. Fourth inning underway, no score. Bounce to the left side. Crawford zips it across. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kyle Stowers.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kyle Stowers digs in now. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Norby, the runner at second with one away. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Just missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. Got him! Ricky Holiday with the call. So digging in,
The left fielder,
Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
There's a strike.
All ones the count.
This one in the air. Williamson under it. And that is that. One left for Miami. Still no score. Back in Seattle. Now it's the second baseman, Dylan
The second
Moore.
baseman, Dylan Moore.
A changeup missing. Ball one.
Well, these
Count
Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at one down below the zone. On to first. Got him.
He's out.
One away on the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm
Now
telling you what,
batting,
pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
JP Crawford.
And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. The Mariners hitless so far in the game. One down, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, that's the money maker right there.
The
2
batter,
strikes,
number 7.
slider down and away from a
Designated
same
hitter,
side
Jorge
thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to
Polanco.
protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle, Lopez fires over to first, and Polanco is out, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take
for
a
the
look at how
Marlins,
the series
the
has
right
played out
fielder,
so far.
Number 18, Griffin Kona.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and countered away. But you counterfeit, I countered your fits, led you astray. In the worst way, too legit, them hammer days. And we buck down, this is Bucktown. Come on, pimpin'.
Pulls that one foul.
You know, these Marlins finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
4-2 is the count.
Foul ball still 0-2.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And
Whoa,
downstairs.
right down.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rosarena calls it in, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 34,
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. Flied to left his first time. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. And that one fouled off. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Off the mark there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Williamson slings to first in time.
Up next for the Marlins, the second baseman, Otto
Back
Lopez.
to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Otto Lopez. Hit in the air, right field. Makes the catch, inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. No score. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Raleigh.
That's a strike.
Well, these Mariners, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Randy Rosarena, the next to hit, flied to right his first time.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Off the mark there. And the count is 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Inside. Yeah, that's ball 2. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Glove flip to second, and 2. In time to first for the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Solano fly to center his first time. Out in front and foul to the left side. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Line drive, base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So 2 down, Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. He popped out his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kirby back to work. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1.
1-1's the count.
That one hooked foul. And the 0-2. And a slider misses down and away. Just missing there. And the count is even 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Chop to third. Williamson tosses across to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop Xavier Edwards.
And at the plate for Miami, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 2 in this one. Edwards, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Crawford pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, called strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mariners 1 and the Marlins nothing.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my.
And we're back, bottom of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ben Williamson. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Declan Cronin appears to be getting loose. Little also getting ready. Here comes the 0-1.
That's out.
And it's fouled away. Next pitch is outside. In the air on the infield, Hicks. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down.
Now
Boy,
batting,
that was a
the second
hanging
baseman.
breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's Dylan Moore. Foul ball. The 0-1. Line drive, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel,
Number 3.
trusted his hands. Nice job
Shortstop,
of going the other way.
J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in the scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's fouled off. Man at second.
Ball 1.
The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short. And it's through for a hit. Here comes Moore. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way, but had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Braxton Garrett will depart, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
New
Miami.
pitcher for the Marlins, Brendan
Number
Little.
54.
And he's had his struggles so far
Brendan
this year, as you can see the
Little.
inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
In now is the Mariners DH, Jorge Polanco. He's grounded out a couple of times. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Crawford at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball. 10.
In the dirt. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Sanchez hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Here's some real power at the plate. Cal Raleigh.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And there's a ball.
That's inside.
That one
Ball, that's
outside. Ball 2.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And
That's
another
ball 3.
ball.
3-0.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career
Up next
since
for the
day one.
Mariners,
First
the
and
left fielder,
second,
Randy
2 outs. And up next for Seattle,
Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena, 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away, if you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 6 full. It's the Mariners 2 and the Marlins nothing.
Look at me, not measuring up how I want to be. Pleased with small things and downgrades, nothing had to be new to me.
Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the top of the 7th. Now, David Fry.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
That one's in there. Strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Gabe Spire getting loose out there. Brash, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Cut on and lifted in the air. Raley hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kyle.
And up next for Miami,
Stowers.
Kyle Stowers. That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together
Up
for him.
next for the
Got the
Marlins,
top of the ball a
the
little
left
bit,
fielder,
but not much.
Jesus
That was hit pretty hard through the
Sanchez.
infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
One gone, runner at first. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Just missed.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. That's in for a strike at 95, and the count 1-1. There goes the runner. And that is out of play. Line line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner around second. Stowers rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, a swing like that can help you
Up
come
next
out of
for
the
the
struggle.
Marlins,
We saw
the
the
right
numbers
fielder,
coming into the
Griffin
ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. George Kirby done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
And we've got ourselves a pitching change.
Number
Gabe
55.
Spire.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. And that is downstairs. And that is ball one. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch, and he just misses. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. Over to first, safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
So up next, Otto Lopez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Late swing, fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the third out. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Declan Cronin.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Julio Rodriguez now at the plate.
Rodriguez.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air.
Now
Good downward break on that
first
one.
baseman, Donovan.
And now for Seattle, Donovan Solano.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
In the air, left side. And that'll fall for a base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots,
The
or
right
things can
fielder,
get away
number
from you
20,
awfully
Luke.
quickly.
Rayleigh.
And now the right fielder, Luke Rayleigh. Swing and a ball lined to center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here.
Now
That
batting,
pretty much split the
third
zone
baseman,
down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Ben Williamson. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Upstairs. And that's ball 1. Fought off foul. Solano at second. Raley over at first with 1 away. Next offering is downstairs.
That's a really good take.
To third might be 2. Here's Lopez for 1. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back,
Mariners,
and a new arm on the mound to start
number
the 8th.
27.
Matt Brash.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, 1-run game. And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. 1 for 3. Right side, Moore. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Edwards, the next to hit, takes outside. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner, and the tying run is on base.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next is the designated hitter, Connor Norby. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The third baseman, number 6, David Fry.
David Fry, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Slice the other way and foul. Good eye in that spot.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Not close with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Out number 3. Marlins leave 1. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Out of the bottom of the 8th, here's the Mariners leadoff man, Dylan Moore. Slider right there.
0-1's the count.
Inside, almost got him. On the ground, Fry. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Splits the plate, 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Swing and a miss, and he was
No
fooled.
balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Line drive, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side, he'll see another.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The shortstop takes the ball. Outside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Number 7.
So now the DH spot. Jorge Polanco.
Polanco.
And that one misses up and in. 1-0. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
The 1-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Digging in, Cal Raleigh. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And that's in for a strike. Two outs. And now it's even up.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one
That's
missed.
ball 2. 2-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. And that one popped in the air, left field. Sanchez. And that's the inning. One left for Seattle. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Andres Munoz.
Now pitching for
Save
the
opportunity for him right here, and
Number
he's their guy.
75.
Time to lock this one down
Andres
and get out of here with the W.
Munoz.
Well, one-run game. Kyle Stowers digs in now.
Stowers.
And that's a little high. Looking to get the tying run on base. Smoked into left field, base hit.
That's back-to-back singles
left
for him.
fielder,
Showed a
number
willingness to drive that
Jesus
pitch the opposite way. Didn't get
Sanchez.
jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
No outs. Runner at first. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That's down and in. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And the runner stays where he is. Ground ball could be 2. There's one. And that's 2.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Marlins down to their final out. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. And that's in for a strike. Trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Just missed.
That's ball 2.
That one fouled off, 2-2. This could end it. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to one or two key plays to make the difference for the win.